Hello, hello. Just had a little lunch and had a thought. Kind of comfort zone thought, but more or less like a group. Everyone has their place in their group, their role. If you see a group walking, they all have their positioning, who leads, who's second, third, and then maybe fourth, fifth, whatever. You can mix it all up a little bit. But it's interesting that usually the first is the first, and the second won't pass the first. And you could see it in couples. One will walk ahead, one will walk behind. And it doesn't really vary. That's usually the patterning. So that's why in horse racing, they'll put these blinders, like the horse is running. And it's here because maybe it's a horse. Of course. I'm a horse, so of course. That is more comfortable in second, third, fourth, whatever, but has the spirit to be the first horse. So you could put those blinders on so it just doesn't know where it is in the group. And then it could be leading, giving everything, and you don't know. Like I notice when I swim, I'm all good. I'm really not the leader in the swimming, except when it comes to the end sprinting. Then I'll dig that. But for like the long haul of it, I'm fine following. I'm just a follower, follow the leader. But so know where you are, and then mix it up. Like I need to lead more in the swim groups, although I got to get a lot faster to lead more, or go in the slower lane. Then I could be the fastest, slowest. Now I'm the slowest, fastest, or it's not even the fastest. And one of the coaches named it like the Starbucks. It's like a fastest lane, then a fast lane, then a almost fast lane. So we're all fast, we all get trophies, so we're all fast. Yes, we're good. No hurt feelings here. But then what happens when you go out into the world and people hurt your feelings? Uh-oh. You mean people are going to do that out there? It's not what I grew up with. Oh no, now I don't know what to do. I guess I better retreat to my safe little environment because everyone's a winner there. I'm a winner. Everyone's a winner. We all get trophies. No losers here. But what happens when I got to compete against other countries and things like that? They don't play by the same rules. So now, I don't know. Okay, so what was I talking about? About this song, Hero. I really like that song. It's a good song. But we're going to talk about stuff which, okay, yeah, I was talking about group psychology, group philosophy, groupie, how to become a groupie. How do I become a groupie? No, okay, focus. Dristy, Michael, Dristy, okay. So everyone has their place, and it's almost like a jail cell they put themselves in because they won't move beyond it. And that's like neuro-linguistic programming. You keep running these routes so often in your head that you can't move outside of it. So if somebody knows how you're going to react, all they have to do is like do something a certain way, and then you get this response because you don't have any options to move outside of that. And it literally is painful to move outside of it. It hurts you because you stay inside those lines all the time, and then to move out, it's like, kind of like that. And I used to play with people, pushing them outside the boundaries, and then I realized myself that it actually hurts them, and that wasn't so nice to do. So I stop doing that, or if I do it, I do it in a much gentler way, because you can't free a mind past a certain place, it'll pop. So said the Matrix. And another thing that they said is, why did I take the blue pill? Was that it? I could have just gone on. Why did I do that? I'm really happy that I did, but whew. Yeah, okay. All right, we're going to stay focused on the group. We're back in a group, and we're back to, oh, here's an interesting thing. If every group has a leader, okay, so let's take 5 group leaders, and in every group there are 5 people. One is the follower, one's the leader, and you can make up a name for the other 3. But the interesting thing is that if you take all the leaders and put them into a group, then they fall into the same pattern, because obviously they can't all be the leader, so they'll fall into that same patterning as every other group. I always thought that was pretty interesting. What do you think? Interesting? No? So maybe there's just a pattern to life and everyone falls into the patterning, but you could choose your pattern, or you could actually have multiple patterns. You could be a multiple pattern phrenic. Schizophrenic? Multiple pattern phrenic. That's what I want to be. I want to be like octopolar. So instead of just bipolar, like that, you got to be like that, and then like that, and then like that. Because what's wrong with going to the extremes? I think that's where the bounty is. So I heard recently, at the edges. So why stay condensed in the center? Because, well, here's the danger. If you go one way all the way, you may get stuck out on the edge. And it could be fun for a little while, but then it's not so fun, trust me. Been there, done that. You don't want to get stuck there. It's like molasses, and then you can't crawl back, and then you're there for days or forever, and it's like, yeah, and then some. So, but it's a nice place to visit and have the option of going there if you can. So why not go all the way there, but then have the ability to come back, go all the way there, go all the way there, all the way there. That's the trick. And you have such an expansive life rather than a contracted life, and you can move in any direction, like a hole in the bucket, right? You put a hole in the bucket and the water doesn't say, sorry, I don't go that way. I'm not going to flow out of that hole in that bucket. It just flows wherever the hole is, wherever it's needed. You can go wherever you're needed. But if you resist that place, like, I don't do that. No, that's not me. I'm not going there. Sorry, that hole, that's for low-class water. This water doesn't go there. I'm alkaline. Sorry, I'm alkaline water. You may have forgotten. That's acidic water over there. That's where we have different places in life. We're out alkaline. Ah, can you hear the harps? Alkaline water. Yeah. They're acidic. Boo. So we don't flow. Homie, don't play that game. No, sir. Chump don't want no help. Chump ain't gonna get no help. Golly. That's from airplane. Long time ago. Pretty funny. They don't have jokes like that anymore. Because of, alright, Dristy, Michael. Alright, we're back on track here, and we're going to talk again about whatever we were talking about, and then some. Feet. I think I talked about feet before, but not this time, but before. Exercise your feet. Exercise your feet. Really. You will enjoy exercising your feet. Go barefoot, exercise your feet. It's good for you. And your feet will enjoy it too. I could give you some foot exercises, but you'd figure it out. Okay, what else can we talk about here? Or is this enough? No, we got to wrap it up. Give it like a good sprint 100. That's what I had to do today. I had to end it with a sprint because it just didn't feel complete. So whenever I take Indy to the dog park, she's a very, how should I call it, aggressive greeter, running up to dogs and being like, "Rah!" And then she gets the reaction. If the dog is like, "Ah!" scared, then she'll chase it and tackle it. If the dog's like, "Don't mess with me," she'll back off, she'll stop. If the dog just rolls over and plays dead, then she'll kind of like, you know, all dependent on the reaction. So I actually think we're the same way. Could that be? My dog is like me. Or am I like my dog? Well, so we interact, and it's not the words, but it's like, okay. So you figure out, you have that invisible interaction, and then we either tackle them or lick them or walk away. We have our sort of interaction, but it's all the same deal, except we have been socially trained to react a certain way. That's why kids are the most honest, because they don't have that training. If they don't like somebody, they just don't like them. But then we're like, no, be nice, say hi to so-and-so. So we're training that true sense to be nice anyhow, which is fine. It's all good, but you know, you still got to value that intuitive read that you get while you still get that read. Because at some point you may lose that read, and then you'll be Lou Reed. Okay, Michael Weiner, Inside My Head. Thank you for participating with me in this show and tell.